All right, here we go with Trends on Thursdays just for you. First up, the advertising landscape is always changing, whether that's online or traditional. Things become popular, and the next thing you know, they're not. So it's no surprise that Facebook ads, while still more effective than most traditional forms of advertising, are struggling a little bit, and there are a few new kids on the block. I talked about Facebook/Instagram Stories ads on Monday, but other networks, those not owned by Facebook, are certainly worth a look too. YouTube pre-roll ads, for example, or other YouTube ads aren't quite as busy and can be a whole lot more targeted. Similarly, LinkedIn, even though there's kind of a minimum buy-in, is worth checking out too, especially if you're in the B2B space. And of course, check out those Stories ads too. Next up, speaking of social, video remains the most engaging content on social media, followed by questions and photos. Dead last are coupons, meaning that maybe people aren't as wild about getting free or deeply discounted products and services as it may seem when you're in retail. This, by the way, is from a BuzzSumo Facebook engagement report, and that same report also says that the best time to post is between 9 and 11 p.m. Eastern Time, which means the best time to post is no longer that because everybody else will be posting around that time now. The other interesting news in that report, and perhaps a statement about our attention span, is that the optimal length of a video is a little bit over 3 minutes. So I will keep that in mind for this video, and let's see what happens. Next up, 5G cell service is coming or already in place in several markets like Houston, San Antonio, or right around my Dallas office. But don't go buying a new phone just yet. 5G is super cool and super fast and basically a requirement for cutting-edge tech like self-driving cars, VR and AR apps, and watching YouTube while you are sitting in those self-driving cars, but it'll take a little beyond 2019 to fully deploy. It is, however, expected to create 22 million jobs by 2035. So if you see a light pole with an oversized Pringle can on top in Dallas, LA, New Orleans, or Vegas, you might be looking at a 5G transmitter blasting out 10 gigabit of connectivity, and that's pretty cool. All right, last but not least, and this may not be very surprising, but users over 65 are much more likely to share fake news on Facebook, as much as 7 times more likely than a millennial, for example. While the study didn't go into detail, some of the reason may simply be that they grew up in a time where news were trustworthy, while millennials, didn't. It could also be a simple lack of understanding the tech to research and figure out what's real or what's not, or it could be a matter of believing what they want to believe. This is something that Facebook is working hard to fix, and I have a feeling that the psychology is kind of working against them. Of course, we do live in a time where perception is often reality, and we're all just a few posts away from being famous or helping the world come off the rails. So be mindful what you share and what you post for that matter. That's it for Trends on Thursdays. I'm Tobias Wilhelm. Peace out.